I think I want to be remembered by our will, and our never give up attitude. We got down early in the season, 5-4 to start the year, but we never looked back. Now we have a 1 seed in our grasp in NCAA tournament, and we're going to go out there and try to get that thing.
Just meeting the standard. I think Florida basketball has a history of excellence, and for me, it's just trying to uphold the standard and be the best version of myself possible, and just leave it all out there.
You just want to go out there, play out in front of the fans. They have been supporting, come it's raining, come it's snowing. It's just a beautiful moment, a beautiful time, and I never take it for granted.
Yeah, I think just the toughness, that's the main one for me. Never backing down from a fight or anything effort-wise, that's what I want to be remembered for. At UF, I always brought 100% effort.
It's about approaching every game like it's your last, every practice like it's your last, just that respect for the game. If you love the game the way people say they love the game, then you approach it every day like it's your last.
But my hope is that the 2025-26 Florida Gators are remembered as the grittiest, grimiest, nastiest, toughest team in all of America.
This is one of the better environments in the country, and this one is underway.
The wait is over here in Las Vegas and all over the country. It is day one of the college basketball season. The road to the Final Four in Indianapolis has begun, starting with the best game on the slate. The Arizona Wildcats, a Sweet 16 team from a year ago, against the defending national champion Florida Gators.
Coming into this year, we understood that we had a big target on our back. Coming off the national championship, bringing in great players from the portal in X and Boogie, and obviously being able to retain the best front court in America with Kondo, Ruben, Micah, and Tommy. And, early on, we had some trouble navigating that. We had to battle through some confidence issues.
This is why we worked so hard all summer, all right? Hey, we got all the guys. We got guys coming back from last year. We got newcomers coming in. Collectively, we're a group and we're a team. You know why we busted up so summer? It's for games like this. It's for moments like this. Let's go out. Let's handle our business. Take care of your job. Take care of your responsibility. We're all together. All right, let's go to work. Here we go. Let's go 3. 1, 2, 3. Yes.
We obviously knew we won it last year. Teams are gonna want to get us, and obviously at the beginning of the year we saw that firsthand. Every team we played are so hyped up to play us and stuff, and I think we're definitely a little uncomfortable with that.
Fake from 3, left-hand dribble, left-hand pass to the left wing for Ingram. Ingram with 6, with 5, drives the lane. Lob! Alley-oop dunk! Smashed down by Connor. Pocket pass. Pete down the lane. Layup good. Klobuchar takes the dribble top of the arc. Puts it between his legs. Down the right side of the lane. Jump pass to Chinilu. Pitch it out to Houck, top of the arc. Rises for 3. Good! He got it. Come on. Let's build some momentum.
Teams were out to get us, and early in the season we were tested heavily. Arizona brought their A game.
Arizona with the ball. They lead by 5. Here is Bradley. Big shot. Clock ticks on the Gators. Down to 6 in regulation. Klobuchar no good. Lee kicks it, and that's it. And the Arizona Wildcats come up with the first upset of the season in day 1 of the season. The Cats win at 93-86.
I think as a team we had a lot to figure out, kind of playing with a bunch of new guys and stuff, and I think we competed the right way. Arizona, Duke, all those games were really close. UConn, we just really weren't making shots at the level we wanted to. I can speak for myself. I had a really slow start to the year, and kind of that dragged on a little bit.
Underway here in Durham. Chinilu back to Lee. Pulls up, and it won't stay down for him.
Retreats a step, pump fake for 3, now takes and hits. Gators down 1. Play on top of the arc. Left of the screen, 4-3. Good, and the lead belongs to the Gators.
Help from Klobuchar. Evans for 3. Evans, and he made him pay.
Bounce pass entry tipped, stolen by Duke, and the Blue Devils win it. The Blue Devils survive at home, have won 22 straight at home. Florida loses their first true road game of the year, 67-66 the final.
I honestly thought we didn't perform awful. I thought we didn't close out those games the way that we would if we played those teams again right now. But I think we were definitely a young team still trying to figure out what our identities were as a team, trying to figure out the roles that we have. And you know, obviously playing those teams at the beginning of the year, you don't have those roles carved out yet. But I think that experience alone is it means so much to this season. It's going to help us a lot in the long run.
I think a lot of people were really worried about where we were as a unit, but I think it's growing pains, honestly. I don't think we'd be the team we are now if we didn't have some of those early struggles.
All right, let's do this. All right, man, we got a little rate of force development day for you guys. We're gonna start with our trap bar. We have the light bands on there for you guys. We're gonna go 5x2. So everything today with block A and B is every minute on the minute, EMOM, okay?
When you have a system in place, when you have, you know, the culture, and when you have a process that doesn't break regardless of win or losses, right? Process over results. You know, we were able to stick with it. And winning it all the year prior helps, but you have guys that have been in the system for 3 years that believe in the process. And so it was just a matter of time. We all kind of could feel that there was going to be a breakthrough at some point.
Yeah, Gotti. Attaboy. Just a little primer. Hey, we're gonna go inside knee down. So we're here. Keep the hips stable. Be aggressive. There you go. It's good, it's good. Quick dip, quick punch.
Vila does a great job in that. You know, I think all of his lifts are tailored to our wants and needs as the season goes along.
Start up here. Blood showing rotation. Keep our shoulders right.
You know, you always reflect back to the amount of sacrifice that everyone pours in. Like, hey, fellas, we've been in an extremely exhausted position. Like, there's nothing really that physically that's gonna challenge us. It's more mental battles.
Here you go, man. Close it out strong. Hey, don't let one bad play turn into two. One. That's two. Good. 1,000. That's 5. That's 6. Come on, bro. Come on, man. That's 9. That's 10. Man, we're so locked in. Let's go, man.
You gotta buy in, you gotta believe in the process, and it's gonna happen.
Took some time for us to gel together and get used to playing with each other, but that takes time with new teams. You know, we lost our 3 best players last year, straight up. So I think it's a great effort that everyone's come together, and I feel like no one's really concerned about individual stats or anything like that. We just want to win and play as a team and be unselfish.
Hey, right here, 8 kills tonight. All right, 8 freaking kills. We left some on the table on Saturday in Missouri. All right, plus 15 on the glass, not plus 10. Talked about it a lot. We were not enough, the mentally and physically tougher team on Saturday. We got to beat that team tonight. We always talk about it, our floor, our rules. All right? The SEC opening loss at Missouri, a game where we had a 10-point lead in the first half, felt like we gave that game away to an extent. We didn't do what we needed to do that was within our control to finish that game, and that was a humbling start.
I don't know if it was a wake-up call, because I knew, at least for me personally, I kind of always felt like myself as a player and our whole team was going to kind of turn a corner really quickly, and when that happened, it'd be pretty obvious. But I remember I was with Micah, we were looking at the rings. Oh, shoot, we're on the rings. I was like, are we a bubble team right now? Micah was like, yeah, we're probably firmly on the bubble. We kind of took that as kind of like, oh, that's crazy, because we know where we're going to be in a couple months. I think it's impressive how calm we were about it when I feel like everyone else outside the program probably had a very different outlook on it.
Gets it across. It is 18-15 Georgia as these points off turnovers have started to stack up. 6 points off turnovers. Houck for 3, good off the right wing. This is dribble, so sends it to Houck, top of the arc, dribble handoff to Klopshaw. Drives past Kane, lob for the rim, alley-oop, dunk throw down by Chinulu. And Works around the screen, down the lane, layup, blocked by Hand-Lockton. Outlet pass to Hauk. Hauk 5-on-4. Spins left of the lane, goes up. No, with the left hand. Dunk, followed by Hand-Lockton.
Isaiah Brown knifing to the cup.
Dumps it corner left. Klobuchar to three. Good, off the catch. Loose ball ahead to Condon. To the rack, dunks with two hands.
Finds Brown again. Another two-hand jam.
And chump this one up for the Gators. Florida takes out 18th ranked Georgia.
Isaiah, how do you feel about kind of solidifying this bench role throughout the offseason and coming into SEC play as a guy that's counted on and being productive tonight?
I'll say I'm just blessed with the opportunity. I'm happy that Coach trusted me and to take this role. And
I want to shout out Isaiah Brown. I think earlier in the season he was, struggling to find his role, struggling to know what this team needed from him. Sometimes wouldn't get in and stuff like that, but he stuck to it. Obviously, at the beginning of the year, guys don't get in and stuff like that. You can dwell on that and get in your own head, but IB's been staying the course the entire time, and I'm super proud of him for that.
What's good, man? What's good, bro? Hurry up, bro. I'm hungry, man. Let's get it. What's up, Tori and Green?
Y'all good?
Yeah, bro. AK-47. You got all this selection of food here. Sadly, salad's not for me. You eat salad?
Nah, usually we eat the same thing every time, like the exact same thing. We go to the grill station. Hey, but I appreciate it though. I'll catch y'all later, man.
Can you give me a fork?
Nah, bro.
All right, say less.
I can't do this hot weather, man.
Yeah, it's too hot for
It's a
this.
little too hot, bro. All right. So, man, what you think about the season, bro? Especially, starting in the summer, the transition to me just coming here. How's it been, bro?
Having you here, being able to go through this process that I went through last year, not by myself, but also with you, and then also new teammates joining the team, and just a new environment coming into the season. It's just being able to work together, has a little bit of team chemistry, and doing as good as we're doing now. It's honestly a blessing.
Everybody's unselfish, and I admire that about this team and how the coaches constructed this team. And I'm very grateful that I did choose to come to Florida. Not only because you're here, but there's a lot of good things here.
I am a good reason to be here. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, 100%.
But yeah.
You was on a national championship team, and your role's a little different last year than it is this year. What are some things you had to, realize, overcome, or seeing yourself to put yourself in a position to be where you're at right now?
Not necessarily comparing, but setting the transition of last year into this year, with there being 3 NBA players on our team. Wasn't really the easiest scenario to be in, to try to fight for some playing time, especially with them being high caliber players. So it kind of took a sense of humility just to kind of put my pride aside and just be like, what can I do best to impact the team off the court? Kind of like the role you're taking this year.
What helped you a lot too is going against those guys. You gotta think about it, bro. You went against 3 NBA players every day, nonstop. It's just nice to play with you, because we've been doing it since we was like 6 years old at the YMCA. I was 6, he was 4. You see those videos, me taking the ball from you because you're getting triple teamed for some reason.
He wasn't trying to let me rock out, man. I was trying to be great.
What you mean, bro? You have 3 people on you.
I was trying to be great.
What were you gonna do with 3 people on you?
Stop hating, bro.
Exactly. That's why I got it. Went to the corner.
Yeah, and you shot a triple team 3-pointer.
And what happened? Exactly. It went in.
You're just taller than me.
Exactly. So
no.
So now being here and be able to, grow with you mentally, spiritually, and physically is definitely something I'm grateful for. And I appreciate you for it, man, because you push me to be great. I try to push you. But no, I'm definitely grateful for it.
Over the last year, it's kind of lonely. You got a lot of teammates. You meet, and a lot of people you get close with throughout the course of the season, but then it's also like nobody here really knows you like you know me.
All right, brother. Hey, bro, I catch you, man. I'm gonna see you at practice.
Yeah, bro, I'll see you later, man. Have a good rest of your day. Enjoy
Remember
class.
hitting shots at practice too, bro.
I don't know about that. Oh, what a great day to be a Gator.
Really, when I started feeling great about this team was when we played Tennessee at home. When we had them on a Saturday in the big ESPN game. And that was really a moment where I felt like everybody was able to put their best foot forward together in a game where we played a complete 40 minutes. And that was still early in SEC play, and we haven't really looked back since. No more important game than today for this, right? As we have done, all right? We've been through adversity, we've stuck together. All right? We've done a great job that way. Play for each other, stick together no matter the circumstances. Really important in this game. There's gonna be some runs, that's okay, it can happen. All right, we gotta be the mentally tougher team.
Flan catches right front court, drives left of a Chingalu screen. Freezes, step back three for Boogie. Good! Boogie Flan with that new haircut.
I could tell that was going in. This is the fluidity, him getting his space.
To Xavier, driving, kick to Flan, wing right three. Got it, he's got back-to-back threes now. Maybe it's now uncorked for Boogie Flan at 34-28. And a steal by Boogie up top. Pick the pocket of Gillespie. To the other end. Scooper on a reverse layup is good. Flan's red hot with a new haircut. 36-28.
It's our DNA. How hard we play, being the mentally and physically tougher team every night is something that we take a lot of pride in. And we coach it up, but it's recruiting. It's important in recruiting. That Tommy Houck was brought up that way. Alex Condon, Ruben Chinyalu, Micah Handlockton. These guys, came to us being great competitors, and obviously we feel like we've done our part to put them in the right position to be successful. But those guys are wired that way, and we do what we can to bring it out of them.
Timeout, baseline left. 14 on the shot clock. Pass to F. Jump one by Flan for the loose ball. To Klobuchar. Angle right three. Boom! Wow! Klobuchar helps to bury it off. It's a double-digit lead for the first time on either side. 39-28. Back to Klobby. Right side three. Got him! Got it! Vermont Klobuchar off the bench with multiple threes again this season. To Hockley right, wide open for three. Good! Chest pass broke to Boogie, wing left three. Hot, hot, hot! New season high, 21 for Boogie. Chop this one up for the Gators. 91-67. Florida takes down the 21st ranked Volunteers.
You do.
Yeah. I think everybody's going to say it's the do. But yeah.
Is it?
Let's see.
What inspired the haircut?
After we won our last game, everybody decided that it was best if I cut it. So I went home the next night and, cut it.
Nah, he wanted to do it. we like, yeah, we encouraged, like, yeah, do it. We got your back, no matter what, like, do it. We got you. We stand with you. So.
I think the haircut. I was telling him for a while, you need to get that haircut. Walt did it last year. He had the long dreads too, and then cut the hair and started doing his thing. So once Boogie cut his hair, he had that breakout Tennessee game.
What do you think about Boogie's haircut?
I think he looks great. I think he looked great before, but I think he looks clean. And for him, sometimes these things can be mental, and it just gave him an opportunity to kind of start fresh, and he played fantastic.
Wait, I got a funny picture. I don't know if I can show it here, but everyone talking about Boogie's haircut, but the real key might have been Mikic's hairdo. I don't know if you saw that.
Look at that, dude. So tell me about that haircut.
That was a turning point. I don't know. He walked into practice. We're like, "What did you do?" But I thought it was hard, and then Boogie did his at the same time. So maybe that was a turning point. I'll give it to you guys.
Knowing how the team
post them up from three-point range to get 9 against a team like this. Just how important is that maybe for the confidence of the team?
Yeah, I feel like when I get in there, I just gotta be confident. We know we're gonna start hitting shots eventually, more and more. So for myself, I just want to be aggressive, come in there, hit some shots. I thought I could have hit more today, but I'm just trying to be aggressive and help the team in that aspect. Thank you.
Herb, he's our X factor, so I like to call him. He comes in, hits crucial shots, crucial time, and he's such a great dude off the court too. And when Herb hits 2 threes, like you're most likely not gonna beat us, man. He's a baller, and I love him, man.
When we get in here, try to get ready for practice. I mean, we always tape our ankles. I always watched a lot of professional athletes just take care of their bodies, eating wise, just doing recovery post-practice, post-game, so it helps you a lot, especially later in your career. I think it's gonna help a lot when you're in your 30s, so you're gonna feel a little more fresh than just beat up, Thank you, John. Appreciate you. Let's go. There are some games where I don't shoot the ball well. I try to come in, see the shots that I took, and just see if they were short, left, right, long, whatever, and just try to stay consistent. Are you good? Even if I have a good shooting day, bad shooting day, just come in the next day and try to get some adjustments and just get reps so you feel confident,
Go 4 lines dribbling today. All right, 1 time full, 1 time half. Let's make sure we get flying around today. Get us out there, 1, 2, 3.
Well, the way our guys approached everything from practice to their strength training to their eating, it gave us a lot of confidence that we'd be able to power through that tough early season stretch. And the thing I'm most proud about is when we were having some struggles, nobody was pointing fingers. Nobody was blaming others for the lack of success. They understood it was a team effort. And kind of having those characteristics, even through some struggles, gave me confidence that this team could have a special season.
Best home record in the SEC the last 3 years, 38-3.
I will shoot it. There's the answer. That kid shoots that ball with guts as much as anything.
Again, a near perfect game being pitched by the Gators here. Watch out! Alley-oop.
I love it. Does it all.
I think Coach Hartman says it all the time to us pre-game. The most physical team's going to win tonight. So rebounding, physicality, it's all an effort thing for us.
It's actually where you should be trying to catch it, right underneath the basket. So you can lay it up like that, because more often than not, you're probably going to be catching it on the block. So if you try to catch it right here, they'll put you right to the block. Here you go. Good screen, kid. Good screen. Good screen, Ruben. Good. Good. Pull over. Go ahead, kid. You got it. Good pass, kid. Good pass. Good pass. Pass, Lloyd. Good pass, Alex Lloyd.
We can rely on that, fear, intimidation factor, just being a physical team and outworking the other team too.
Goes out to Houghton half court, up the floor to Condon, dunks with 2 hands. Skips off the rim, rebound Chinyalu, back up and in. Second chance bucket for Chinyalu.
We start David Lee shoot the ball a lot better. He gets a 3 to fall just like that. Better cover flat show. And he knocks down another 3, his 4th of the game.
Inside to Chinyalu, gets it off to Condon on the cut in the jam.
Got a piece of it, another block for Florida. 3-on-2, lob.
We've been beating teams by a lot, have great leads on them, and we never look back. Teams sometimes will settle, get complacent, but nah, like Coach always says, like, they're about to quit, and like once we go in that other like little 10-point run or 7-point run, and the team finally does quit, and that's when you get up by 30, 40 points on a team, whether it's away or at home, and I think that's been special this year. We've been able to do that and make teams quit.
Florida basketball has a history of excellence, and we're trying to do the same thing. We're coming off a year where Florida just achieved the impossible, and I think we're trying to repeat that and do it in our own way. But for me, it's just trying to uphold the standard and be the best version of myself possible, and just leave it all out there.
Given that there are larger things to win, what is the significance of winning a regular season championship?
Well, winning a regular season championship, I think, is really, really important, and something that talks about how good your team was for an extended period of time. Last year, we won the SEC Tournament Championship. It was a huge moment for us, and was great for our program. But to me, winning the regular season championship means a little bit more because you're doing it over a 2-month period, and we're in a good position right now. And we talked a lot about it with our team over the last couple of months, and now we're at the point where we're playing a game that can secure at least a part of that title, and this is a big game for us tonight.
My hope is, that the 2025-26 Florida Gators are remembered as a really gritty, tough team. Came in with a lot of expectation and dealt with a little adversity, but stayed the course and turned themselves into the grittiest, grimiest, nastiest, toughest team in all of America.
Xavier Lee to a cutting Alex Condon. Lajar got it.
To the Brown. Brown for three. Got another one. Isaiah Brown's red hot.
For Arkansas to guard. Now Brown end to end. Held them in check. Land for three.
Comes off the weak side screen. Catches, kicks back to Irby for three. Good from up top. 111-77. Jump this one up for the Gators. Florida is the champion of the SEC.
I think this team's special. We deserve all the accolades that we've gotten from that so far, but it means a lot, but obviously we got more to go.